Hi there, welcome to Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. I'm Heather, and thank you so much for being here with me today. So today we're going to make a healthy meal. So it's hashtag healthy meal 20 meals 25, healthy meals 25. And this is a collaboration hosted by Jan at Simply Jan's Homestead. So if you haven't checked out her channel, please go over and check her channel out. And she'll have a playlist of everybody who has joined the collaboration, who's made a video on a healthy meal. So in my healthy meal video today, I'm going to be making chili. So my chili consists of ground beef, which is farm fresh, raised locally here on my farm, actually. And there are no pesticides, chemicals, or antibiotics or any additives added to our meat. So what I'm doing is I'm cooking the ground beef until it's fully cleaned. First of all, you're going to want to wash your hands so that they're nice and clean, and dice up a bunch of whatever you would like to add to your chili. I have an assortment of different peppers and onions, and then you're just going to keep cooking up your ground beef until it's fully cooked. You don't want to have any pink ground beef meat left in any of your meat that you're cooking up, so that you will not get sick. So then we will, once it's cooked up, we will add in all of our different peppers. You can put any combination, long green onions, anything you want in your chili mix. It's up to you. So we're gonna put these in, and we're gonna also cook these up and get them just a little simmered and caramelized. And you can measure out your ingredients to make sure that you have like the same amounts of all the things that you add into your healthy meal. So once you get that nicely incorporated into the kettle, can you guys see there? There we go. You can measure out some different types of tomato sauce, but in this chili recipe, I have home canned tomato sauce that I'm going to be adding. I know that sound is so lovely. Make sure that your kettle that you're using, you had already have washed it really well. And then you're going to mix around the sauce with the ground beef, incorporating that. And then you can add any kind of seasonings you like. You can do homemade seasonings, like taco seasonings, chili powders, garlic. You can use fresh garlic if you like in here, which is a really nice option to add to chili. I'm going to add a little bit of paprika in here. I've already added a few different seasonings in here. I do a homemade taco seasoning, so I'll add just a little bit, not too much. Don't overdo your seasonings, because when you're making a dish, you don't want to have your seasonings overpower the dish. You want to be able to, when you're taking a bite of whatever dish you're making, you want to be able to have a little taste of every little aspect into each bite. So when you take a bite, you don't want to be tasting like just chili powder. You want to taste like a little onion, a little this, a little that. All right, so I have my kettle on a medium high cooking, so that way I can thoroughly get all the homemade tomato sauce, ground beef and onions and peppers slightly incorporated. And now I'm going to be adding the beans. Let me grab those. So I have an assortment of 5 different beans that I like to use. You can leave the beans out, add beans. You could add one kind of bean. You could add 2 beans, however you would like to do it. It's your chili. So chili is like the perfect meal for the upcoming fall time that is going to be quickly approaching us. It's like a nice filler. You can make by scratch or however you make cornbread. You can make some fresh cornbread. I'm going to stir these beans in and get all the flavors mixed around really well. So make sure when you're stirring, you always stir everything around the edges, sides, and bottom really well. Often those are forgotten and not mixed well. So make sure you get that because you want every bite that's taken to be delicious in its flavor. So I will be adding a little bit more sauce and I'll bring you back and show you what that looks like. All right, I opened up another jar of canned tomato sauce and added just a little bit more seasoning to this because when you add more things, sometimes you might want to add a little bit more seasoning. And I'm going to give it a nice good stir. And look at that. Doesn't that look like it's delicious? Pretty good, huh? So what I'm going to do, because I think it needs to simmer, which makes more of the flavors from whatever you put in here, like your different onions, one type of onion, whatever kind of beans, and you can also change up your meat too. You don't have to use ground beef. You can use chicken or turkey. Do it how you want to do it. Experiment and see what you like. So anyways, I'm going to turn this on a low heat and I'm going to put a lid on it slightly tilted to make this simmer for 30 minutes to an hour. That should do it, and then it'll be all ready to eat. So thank you for joining me in my kitchen. And I know this was a really super quick one, but basically just a reminder to not be afraid to try something new and mix a few different things that you know you like together and come out with something that's great. So I hope you enjoyed this. Check out Simply Jan Homestead and check out her list and see what other Healthy Meals 25 videos that might be in her playlist. So thank you again for joining me and have a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.